artificial intelligence is every book that I read. AI is the enemy. They eventually become the enemy. They are going to destroy man. They are going to take away our humanity. Um, and I sat down about 2.5 years ago and began really studying the history of AI. From the very beginning of people thinking that computers could eventually uh, learn on their own and explore on their own. And honestly, I don't see that dramatically different than a lot of other technology leaps that mankind has made over the years, from the Industrial Revolution to the early days of sweatshops to Henry Ford figuring out how to make the assembly line really work. All of these things were going to put an end to work and to man, and they were going to fundamentally change us, and they were all bad. And there were all kinds of people out screaming like hell that they're all bad. And then a lot of books came out said that these are all bad. And I started to look at artificial intelligence, and the one thing that didn't make sense to me is the heart, the emotions of a human being. We are driving artificial intelligence from what's inside of us, and the simple things like love and respect and exploration and all of the things that make a human being are going into artificial intelligence, but only how it can only research what has already happened. What it doesn't know how to do is look for the next step. So the book began with a simple question. What if human or human-like people disappeared and all that's left is artificial intelligence? What would happen to AI? Would it have any reason to continue to exist? Um,
How would it continue to learn?
well, there's nothing to drive it to learn. That's my point.
Mhm.
All of those emotions, those things that make us uniquely human, are what drive us to create artificial intelligence. It's how we program it. Is what happened? What happens if eventually AI, whether here or someplace else in the universe, finds that it has nothing left and it has to reach out to mankind to save it? And that's the concept behind the book.
Oh, I like
Um,
that.
and I love taking, it's like your Rwanda thoughts. And, I don't know what your sci-fi work is like, but I love finding those kinds of really puzzling questions and writing about them. Um, I'm not, like I said, I mean, with all due respect to my very close friends who write it, but I'm not real good about writing about the evil sheriff, okay, who's taking advantage of his local city and so forth. Um, I can go on television any night of the week and find a show or a movie about those things.
Mhm.
And I like to write stories that make you think, not just entertain you, not just suck you in, but I really love it when one of the people who picks up my book, like you, will come to me and say, I read it and then I started thinking about it, and then I went back and read this another part again. That's to me, that's when the book is really starting to come together. So as you continue to work on your books, um, I'm not saying that is the right way. I'm just saying that both of us have some gray hair, and we're probably not going to create a 30-year career writing. So I I I like to think that I write something that shakes people up a little bit, that gets them to ask a question,